So how's practice so far?
Practice today was very energetic. It was it was one of our best practices that we had all week. I'm very proud of this group. They really come together, and they really are uh, bonded together, and they're learning what we need to get done.
All right, that's good to hear. Good to hear. Is there any like main improvements that you see from your team that, like in general, they might have to overall improve on?
Well, I see some improvement in fundamentals, and because fundamentals is everything with me in coaching. If you don't have fundamentals, then um, you don't have nothing. And I always preach fundamentals to a team because everybody think that talent win games, but actuality is fundamentals. And fundamentals will be talent every day of the week, twice on Sunday. So we preach that here, that fundamentals, fundamentals, fundamentals.
Have there been like any disagreements with any of your any of your teammates so far, or your team members?
No, I don't allow that. I believe in our motto is all in, all the time. We before me, because if you put the team before you and you buy into the coaching system and you buy into what's going to work, you set yourself up for success. And that's going across either in classrooms or even on the court. You know, you always want to set yourself up to be successful.
How do you really keep your team motivated? Like, what do you do?
I yell a lot. With them being motivated, it's just getting after it, you know, going against each other.
So
Iron sharpen iron. You
yeah,
know.
so like a type of rivalry system.
Yes.
Like,
You know, a playing time, and we fight for playing time. We fight for this. We fight for that. Uh, you know, motivation is just getting getting ready to put that uniform on Thursday night against Newcastle, and you got Southside Panthers across the chest of it, and you know that's your motivation. You know that Thursday night game, coming out the tunnel, the school music is playing, and the crowd is electric, and you know you ready to go.
why did you want to become a coach?
Why did I want to become? I want to be a coach that be impactful. There was two mentors in my life, coaching wise, and that was the late Bill Harrell and the late Bob Knight. And I wanted to be a coach like them, how they motivate their players to play, you know, and how their player would do anything just to play for them and play hard for them. And I wanted to be that kind of coach that I can impact my players to go out there and say and put everything on the line because we want to play hard for coach.
Okay. And for my next question, how close compared to like before practice started and compared to now? Like how close is your team now?
Well, we've been practicing for about 2 weeks now. Um, we still got a long way to go, but you can see the improvement day in and day out, you know. And this is a young team, so um, you're gonna see the improvement. You might have some days where you on cloud nine, and then you might have some practices where you just like, oh, woe's me, you know. But you keep on grinding it out, you keep on pushing it out. Eventually, you're gonna reach that top of the mountain, you know. But you take it one step at a time, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you might slip down, but you still keep on climbing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And how do you describe your team so far?
Well, we're a young team. Right now, we ain't found our identity yet, and that's what we're searching for as our identity, and what's going to be our stamp of you know for the year, and how this team is going to look throughout the year. So right now, we're a young team. We're still trying to find where we at.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, that makes sense. You know, new players like just trying to figure out the game. Awesome seeing how even the new generation is still going on and on. All right. Now, has there been any challenges you might see in the future? Like anything you might be not fearful of, but like already thinking of? Like, this might be a bit.
Well, I'm not going to give away our game plan, but there's some things that I think about. Um, I'm at home or I'm at work, and there's some games that, you know, that start on the calendar that I'm looking forward to playing.
Okay, okay. So you have like everything like mapped out.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. How's your team synergy? Like, how well do they play with one another and connect with each other?
We get there. We get there. Um, it takes time to build chemistry. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to have that chemistry, and I like to refer back to our team last year. That last year team had chemistry. They went out there, and yes, we went 10-0 last year. But this year is different. That's what I love about this game. Every year is different, and you really don't know what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? And so this year's team is different in a way from last year, but it's going to come together. I can see it coming together.
Have you, like, what different styles of teaching have you brought on from like last year to this? Like, is there anything new you're trying out compared to last year? Anything that you just stopped doing last year that you're doing today?
No. I never changed from the game plan. The game plan is always the same. When you look at life, this game is going to end. We're going to play this game for so long. And then you have to have a backup plan. So what I teach my kids is, what is your backup plan? And you can't just look at, well, he's a 6th grader or 7th grader or 8th grader. You got to look at your future now. Where do I want to be 5 years from now or 10 years from now? And how do I set myself up for success? And that's what I try to teach my team. How are we going to set ourselves up for success? Not only will it work on the basketball court, but it'll work in life.
Okay. Does anyone show like already like signs of like team leadership?
Oh yes, we have a few that are stepping up to the plate. We have a few that are stepping up and they're showing that leadership that I like. They're taking ownership of their actions and leading this team.
And do any of them ask like questions about the game? Like, and if so, like who would ask the most questions?
All of them have questions, and all of them want to do the game right. And what's so good about this, Jerry, what is so good and great about this is these kids is learning how to play the game the right way. I'm teaching these kids how to play the game the right way. And that's by hustle, playing good defense, moving without the ball, talking, communicating. And so when you teach that, and you teach the game the right way, they're going to want to, the more they learn, the more information they have, the better they will be.
Okay. And how far do you think your team's going to go this year? And
That's a good question. That is a good question. Like I said, we just had a great practice tonight. Some nights you think after practice we're gonna struggle. Some nights you think after practice, a good practice like tonight we had a good practice, and you think, wow, we come a long way. So you hate to put a prediction out there and say that, hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna go this far. You just take it one game at a time, one practice at a time. And you just let the chips fall where they're gonna fall. If you go out there and you bust your behind and you do all your things right, then you're gonna have success. You can't cheat this game.
How much better do you think your team has gotten as like not just a team but also like skill wise, like compared to like when they first started during open gym compared to now as the weeks that we don't go? Like have you seen any improvement? Have even if it's not like physically, but like mentally and like their game IQ.
Well, I see improvement every day, but I also see setbacks every day. And so, like I said, they are learning the game. You know, it's more than putting that ball in that hoop. It's more than I want to take a dribble or I want to be like Stephon Curry or I want to be the next LeBron James or the next Kobe Bryant. They are learning how to be themselves and how to put themselves in the right position to be successful. So, yes, I have seen improvement along the way from open gym to now. But like I said, the ceiling is still high. There's always room for improvement. Even with me as a coach, there's always room for improvement. You know, and I try to improve every year. You know, because I want to be the best that I can every year.
All right, and thank you for answering my questions today. Is there anything else you want to add before we end the show today?
Oh yes, I just want to invite everybody out for Thursday. We open up our season against Newcastle here in Southside Gymnasium at 5 o'clock, and so we really want to pack this place out, you know, and really give that energy for our boys to come out for their first game. Because I'm really looking forward to it. I know they're looking forward to it. You know, Newcastle will come in here ready to play us. And so we really want to be ready to play Newcastle and really go at it. So we hope that everybody come out Thursday night, this Thursday coming up,